Yeah, hi everyone. So, I have been wanting to do this for a very long time, especially for those who ask me how to optimize their LinkedIn account. So, you would agree with me that LinkedIn is a very popular app and a very professional app for people who do various things, especially in the professional world. And here you see a lot of people who are HR, who are CEO of companies, who are startups, and a whole lot of professionals on LinkedIn. And it means that you have a whole lot of opportunities on LinkedIn if you can maximize its use. So as you can see, this is my LinkedIn account, though I've not been active for about 2-3 weeks now due to what happened to me, the death of my late mom. But then you can still see my post impression in the past 7 days, which is well above 50%. So this is my main profile on LinkedIn, but let's get right into it so that this video is not going to be a very long video, so that will make it very short to explain to you how you can use your LinkedIn. So after you have downloaded the LinkedIn app on your Apple Store or Android store, so what then you need to do is to come to your profile to start setting up your profile, just the same way you sign up in Facebook and other social media app. You sign up, and what do we mean by optimization? Optimization simply means that you want to fully utilize every features that is on this app, so that you become very visible as to what you do on this social space. So for instance, if you look at me on LinkedIn, if you look at my headshot, it's a very professional headshot that is showing my head and not too very busy of a background. Although I would even also recommend for you make the background a plain background that is not too busy and shows well above just your head to a bit of your chest. And you can also see something like open to work on that my LinkedIn profile. This is something you can also set up while you are doing the setup of your LinkedIn. Then you could see my background picture. The background picture simply shows the work I do in the international development space. So that is me with my chief advisor and my colleagues while we are having a meeting with the director general of the National Center for Disease Control in Abuja. So that speaks a whole lot of volume of what I do in the international development space. And if you now go to the bottom of my name, which is Sheriff Badamosi, you will see what I simply do as a professional. That I'm a professional consultant, I'm a direct response copywriter, I'm a data analyst, and I help people generate more money from their businesses. So I talk a lot about health system strengthening. I talk a lot about data. I talk a lot about data analytics. As a consultant too, I do sales, I do marketing, I do content writing, freelancing on Upwork, and I'm also an SDG champion. And you would also see below that where I work, which is Japan International Corporation Agency, which is the company I currently work in the international development space. Then under that, you would see my followers. I have about 3,450 followers. That is why it is showing 500 plus connection. So immediately under that is where you can add this open to work that is showing on my profile photo. You would see this pencil button. If you click this pencil button, for instance, now this is a whole lot of things that I want to get into, but this is not the first thing I want to do. So because this is how you use LinkedIn to position yourself for job search. Okay, maybe I do this first so that you understand, but this is not the first thing you want to do. So job title that I'm looking for are operational manager, data analyst job, freelance copywriter job. You can add a whole lot, I think up to 10. Then what kind of work do I want? I want on-site job, hybrid job, remote job. Where's the location of where I want the work? It could be Abuja, you could put some other location. Then if you want remote job, I also want remote job in Abuja. You could also put some other location. When do you want to start this job if you apply? I want to start immediately. What kind of job type do you want? Is it full-time, part-time, contract, temporary job, or internship? You can also set that. So if you set that, you just click on save. But because I've already done that before, I don't need to do that again. I just click on this arrow button to go back. So when you do that, you already show yourself to open to work, so that recruiters and HR companies who are hiring can easily see you and go through your profile, and if you merit the job they are offering, sometimes they can even contact you directly, and that is what we called the inbound strategy. So we talk a whole lot about that in my coming lectures on how to use LinkedIn, but this is not the target for this lecture this night. So what you want to do now is scroll down. Recently, LinkedIn also upgraded their platform, and this is why you see something like we call creator mode. So you want to try as much as possible to switch this creator mode on, and you can read more about that online to see why that is beneficial for you. It tells you that when you turn on your creator mode, it makes you get discover, showcase content on your profile, and get access to creator tools, just like these new creator tools that Facebook also launched recently. So you also want to see my network. My network is just people that are in your contact, people you are following, people that follows you, and how you, when you click on manage your network, you see the number of people you have as contacts, the people you follow, the groups you follow, the page you follow, the event you are following, the newsletter you are following, the hashtag you are also using frequently and following. So that is what you see there. Now if you want to now scroll down, it now shows you that to show all 5 resources, because you still have more. Beside my network, you have personal demographic information, activities, my items, but this is not also the target for this night. So what I want to show you now is also the next one, which is future. So under this future is where you can do a lot of things. If you look at my own future post now, what I put in this future are some certificate I just earned recently. And if you look at this is showing post. I don't want to click it yet. So this is what I did here. I basically introduce myself. Let me even click it for you to see. It's a post I made 1 year ago, introducing myself professionally. And if you look at the impression, it has well over 1,389 impression. And what I did next was to now put it on my future post. If you click this 3 arrow button, you see it's showing remove from future. That's because I already put it on future. So but I don't want to remove it, because it's just like what we have on Facebook and Twitter. We have what we know as pin tweets and pin post on Facebook, which means that whoever comes to your page, maybe on profile on Facebook or on Twitter, the first thing they see is this message. And when you come to my page, it means that the first thing you want to see is me. I'm already introducing myself in brief. So before you even scroll 10 to 15 scrolling, you already know who I am, beside knowing me from my little profile here. So on this future post, I already introduced myself briefly. So I also now did something, because I recently just finished a Google Data Analytics professional course, so I had to put that certificate there also to position myself as a data analyst. And Also, in back in 2001, I also did Utiva data analytics course. So that is also positioning me as a data analyst. And I also have something here, some other online course I have done way back in 2016. Although I should have removed this, but I'm still keeping it for a particular reason, because of M&E, because I'm also an M&E specialist. So those three things I feature. You can feature more things just by putting this plus sign, then you can add more features. So now if you scroll down, you now see your activities. That is, what are the things you have posted lately, the comment you have made lately, the post you have made, which is also the same thing as shared on Facebook. But that is still not the case this night. I'm just trying to do an overview of what LinkedIn is for you tonight. Then later on, I'll be deep diving more into how you can really maximize the use of LinkedIn. So if you now go down a bit, it shows you show all activities. So show all activities is just going to show you every of your activities on LinkedIn, from all your activities, articles, posts, documents, what you are interested in. So you can click on all those things to view more about those things. So these are the posts I've made recently, which are the activities on my engagement. So I just click this arrow button to just go back. Now under that, which is the most important thing you want to do first when you have a LinkedIn account, is your about, experience, and education, license and certification, your volunteering, your skills, your recommendation, organization, your interests, courses, people you don't know. Let's just stop there. These people you may know is as a result of algorithm. So let's scroll up back to about. So about means that if you click this pencil means you can edit. So if you click this pencil now, it means what you want to do is now you want to write about yourself, and LinkedIn will also describe what you need to do for you. Already tells you you can write about your years of experience, industry, or skill. People also talk about their achievement and previous job. It already give you an insight of what you need to write. So briefly, I just wrote mine briefly, so you can use it to tell a story about your achievement and all of those things, and people can read. Then you save. So after saving, people already know you more from your about. So what else can you do under that? You now have the experience, which now is like a CV. So LinkedIn is your digital CV. Now, when you now go to your experience, you use the plus sign to edit, like I said, and the pencil to edit, and the plus sign to add more. Now, I'm now showing my experience. Recently, I became a professional freelancer on Upwork, so I added that. Wow, I don't even know, this is already 4 months ago. So in February, I became a freelancer because I want to do that also on Upwork. I've been a freelancer for a long time, doing M&E trainings for people, doing data analytics for people, doing some other sort of digital marketing training for people. But now I want to also extend my tentacles to Upwork, to now work for foreign clients as well, so that I can earn money in dollars beside my 9 to 5 job, which is why I opted for Upwork. Now, so I share that experience and talk about it as what I do. Now, next is my experience as somebody who work in the international development space with JICA. So you could see my previous experience. I've worked for JICA for 2 years plus as operation manager in Lagos. I've worked with them as a consultant. Now I'm working with them again in another project in Abuja. So all of this experience, because it's the same company, it tied it all together as one. And that is why you are seeing something like a dot here, because it's the same company, but I've actually done like 3 roles in that company. Also, I'm also an SDG mobilizer for a particular NGO. I'm also the director of programs. This I should have updated because now I'm the national coordinator for this NGO. So I also have my own company which I use as my freelance company for working for clients, which is holiday consulting. So that is also there. Other experiences that I have are also there, because when you now put all these experiences, you now need to describe what you do in that role. I've also worked as a data entry operator. This is also JICA in 2017. I've worked as volunteer, and all of those experiences you can add. If you go to my Facebook, it says even more than this. I don't know why I even limited it to this few on my LinkedIn, which means I can still update my LinkedIn to also optimize it even more. Now, let's leave that on the side. Now you can go to education. When you go to education, you want to put in there the schools you have attended, the certificates you've done. So I was once learning full stack development. I finished from LASU. I also did data analytics from Utiva, and recently I also completed another one from Google, data analytics professional, which I have not added because I just finished that about a week ago. And if you also have license certificate that you received from maybe online or anywhere, you can also add it. So like I've done enterprise development, design thinking on IBM, fundamental of digital marketing from Google, IBM Cloud, Intro, and many more like that. Microsoft Innovative Educator Experts, and recently also that Google Data Analytics, which I have not added, so I can add more. I've also volunteered in so many organizations. I put it there. Then you now want to demonstrate the skills you have. So what are the skills you have? I have data entry skill, data cleaning skills, data modeling skills. These skills you can add as many as possible as it aligns to the work you do. So if you see for Upwork, it's showing this data storytelling, data visualization, modeling, cleaning, data entry. Then for JICA, it's showing data analytics, report writing, collaborative problem solving, decision making, public health. I also got an endorsement from people, healthcare management, web development, program management, non-profit organization, digital marketing, social media marketing, consulting. These are skills that I have, that I've acquired online, working on the job, and all of those things. So I put in all of those my experiences, public speaking, critical thinking, all the soft skills that I have. I put it there, and you can add as many as possible of those skills to increase your chances of getting a job. Now you can now ask for recommendation. What do recommendation mean? So you might have worked for people in the past, company you've worked for in the past, where you have volunteered before, people you have worked with as volunteer, or what have you, and ask them to talk good things about you as a testimonial, so you can see what people say about me here. Some of these people are people we've worked together as volunteer in so many roles before, and this also increases your chances of getting job. So what organizations also have you worked before? You can also add the organizations. So your interest now will now be as a result of algorithm of the kind of post, the kind of content, the kind of people you follow online. So LinkedIn algorithm will now be bringing those interests as things you are interested in. So if you see a lot of things I'm interested in revolved around international development, health, data analytics, and technology. So if you look at all of my interests, most of the things you'll be seeing there are tech, entrepreneur, health, and all of those things. Those are the kind of people you see in my interest, and they will be people that I am also following. So what else do I need to say in this part of this video, because it's almost 20 minutes now, and I need to go. I think I need to go upload it on YouTube for you to watch, because that would be the best thing. Now, courses you also do. So what are the courses I That is, courses is just like volunteering things, just like your hobby and other things you do. So my courses revolve around children, civil rights, social action, disaster, education, health, human rights, science and technology, and more. Then people you may know now comes from, maybe you've worked in a company before. It now start introducing you to people who have also worked in that company. So if you as you see, this one now is bringing a lot of people from JICA, because I've been working at JICA for almost 5 years now. So people you may know will now be people from friends of friends, companies you've worked before, people you have chatted with before that know somebody that knows you. It brings it to them. So it also bring, like, the like it will also bring revolved around the kind of content you share online and the kind of people you also follow. So these are few things you need to know about LinkedIn. Now, I haven't said this. I've simply shown you about most of the features you need to know. Now, if you click on this your headshot again, your picture, it will show, you always see the impression. So this analytics, if you click on analytics tools, it now shows you the kind of your activities summary on LinkedIn. So analytics, it said monitor your performance at a glance or get deeper insight by clicking into your analytics. So this one is showing 968 post impression in the last 7 days, 3,450 followers. That is the total follower I have. 99 people have viewed my profile in the last 90 days, and 40 people have searched for me in over a week. And what does that mean? That means a lot. That means a lot. Imagine most of those people who are searching for me are HR companies, CEOs, companies that I can work with. And what this does for you is that, okay, you can also click on those analytics to see the graph, how it works. And what this help you to do also is that in this impression too, I think these are deeper things I talk about when I want to do my one-on-one session teaching people about how to use LinkedIn. I can't cover all of this in this class because these are deeper things that you need to go into to study how your post, your engagement, and your audience are doing. You can do in the past 7 days, you can do more than 7 days, last 1 year, past 14 days, and all of those things. You can click on the audience you have and see how the record of your audience are doing. And top demography is simply showing people that are searching for me. So you can see most people who are searching for me are CEOs, they are founders, they are co-founders, they are managing directors, and they are software engineers in the past 7 days. You know what that means? And you know the good thing about this is that, take for instance, because LinkedIn also have a premium version which we call LinkedIn Premium. Let me go back to the analytics. Maybe I can show you something. Now, while we're on this app, previously you saw 940 something, now you are seeing 971, meaning as I'm on this app, my impression is going up. Now if you come down, because I'm using the free version, and most people on LinkedIn use the free version, but you have a 30 days trial period to try the premium version for free and at no charges. And after that 30 days, you can decide to remove your pin, because when you want to try the premium version, they will ask you for your ATM pin, so that after the 30 days they start charging you. So immediately after that 30 days, you can quickly remove your pin so that they don't charge you, then you continue to use the free version. So what does the premium version does for you? In a place whereby people are searching for you, let me go back to this analytics. So if you come to this analytics again, so there's a part whereby people who are searching for you, you will not be able to see them. You only see that people are searching for you, the kind of people who are searching for you, but you won't see the exact people who are really searching for you. So just like this place now, I see CEO. If I click it, nothing is happening. But if you are using the premium version, you can actually see the actual person of this 4.5%, all of them who are looking for you. Now that is power in your hand. So that means you have access to message that CEO. And most of the time you see these CEOs use the premium version too. And what happens in that premium version also is that when somebody is using a premium version, you may not have access to send them a direct message inbox. But if you are somebody who use a premium version too, then you have the opportunity to send them an email. We call it email. So you can send them an email, which is the direct message on LinkedIn. So let me take, for instance, if I can show you one person who is using a premium version here. So like this person is using a free version, I can easily send a message to this person. But if somebody is using a premium version, trying to still scroll and see if I can see somebody using a premium version. All of these people are using the free version. So as you can see, a lot of people are using the free version. But what I'm trying to tell you is that if you see people who are using the premium version, when you click on their name, this message that is showing blue as message will be locked. When you click it, you will not be able to send message to that person. But for whoever is using the free version, you can send message to anybody in that regard. I think I've covered enough tonight. Then one more tool I need to show you is when you now come to this down button, you see home, my network, post, notification, and jobs. Now my network, I've already showed you that in your profile before. When somebody send you an invitation, you see it here under invitation, then you can accept the invitation. So under this invitation too, you can decide to connect with people that align with your interest. So like this person now, Miracle Idicom, which is iTicket Closer. I think I like this person because I'm also going into iTicket closing lately. So I just send an invite to that person. A more ideal thing to do is after sending that invite, I can come to this person DM and send her a message why I am interested in adding her as a friend. But I don't want to do that now because the video seems a little bit more longer. But that is the ideal thing to do when you send a friend request to people. Even before they accept, you can send them a message to tell them why you want to connect with them. So I haven't done that. I said I want to show you something still on this feature: home, network, post, notification, jobs. So if you want to post anything, you can just click on post, then you post whatever you want to post. Add picture, you can take a video, you can use template, you can celebrate an occasion, you can add documents. If you are a CEO, you are a company, you can share that you are hiring, you can find experts, you can create a poll, you can create an event. Those are the things you can do on your post. And you can decide to say you want only your connections to see your post, or only a group, or anyone that is on LinkedIn. So then what I'll be talking about in my next video, that notification just shows your activity on the app on a daily basis. So you see a whole lot of your activity, just notification of everything you are doing. Then the most important part, which is what most people ask me about, is how do we use LinkedIn to get job. So you can now see jobs. So when you click on job, this is what we are going to focus on in my next video, and you don't want to miss that for anything, because I'll be deep diving into that very, very, very much deeper in my next video, how you can use LinkedIn to get jobs. So what most people, so if you, as you can just see now, immediately I click on jobs, it's already showing recommended jobs for me. This is a Power BI analyst job. This is a data analyst job. This is program analyst job. This is a job from USAID. This is data entry analyst job. This is a lot of jobs, and these are based on my interest. You can see a whole lot of things you are saying is operation manager, data analyst, and jobs in health sector. So it means there are jobs, but how do you get this job? We'll be talking about that in, and you can also see monitoring and evaluation. And these are just 1 week ago, 5 months ago, 6 days ago, 1 month ago, 5 hours ago, 1 month ago, 1 month ago, 4 days ago, 3 weeks ago. And you can also, okay, I will be telling you in that in the next video, because you can also filter this to show jobs, maybe jobs they just posted today, 2 hours ago, 1 day ago. You can also filter all of that. But in the next video, this is what we are going to be talking about, how to use LinkedIn to get a job. So if you are not following me on all my social media, it will do you good to follow me, especially on my Twitter at Grow with Sheriff. That is my Twitter account. You can also follow me on TikTok at Grow with Sheriff. Then on LinkedIn here, my name is Sheriff Badamosi. On Facebook, my name is Badamosi Olalekon Sheriff. So when you do follow me on all my social media, so you get to know when I drop any new video about TikTok, about LinkedIn and how to use LinkedIn to get job. I particularly stay glued on this picture because this is one of my mentor, and she was the one that gave me leverage to teach SDG to state governor and their executive. I was actually invited by governor of Niger State in 2019, and the privilege comes from this wonderful woman which we met on LinkedIn. And that connection, that job of teaching a state governor and his executive about sustainable development came from the connection I had with this woman on LinkedIn. I'll also be sharing that story maybe in the next video and probably show you our DM, how it all started, and see how she has been mentoring me since 2019 about some international development practice like that. So that's it for tonight in this video. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video, I'm going to be uploading it on YouTube so you can watch it and share it with others, and do leave a comment. Most importantly, when you watch, please leave a comment, ask questions, and also share that video. I'm also glued to this picture because the woman I just showed you that gave me that leverage to go teach SDG in Niger State in 2019, I actually went for that training with a colleague of mine, a friend of mine, who we also met on Twitter and became a friend in the international development space that we both work together, Jacob Sule. So I myself and this guy went to that training in 2019 to do that training, and he's currently a doctor in US, and is a lawyer too. So so that's it for tonight. If you have any question, please drop the question, and I'll do as much as possible to answer as many as possible of those questions. And if you want to further send me an inbox message either on LinkedIn, on Twitter, or WhatsApp, or Facebook, I already shared all my account with you. You can equally do that. My name is Badamosi Olalekon Sheriff on Facebook. On Twitter is at Go with Sheriff. TikTok is at Go with Sheriff. My Instagram is also at Go with Sheriff. And my website is www.sheriffbadamosi.com.ng. I'll take that again, www.sheriffbadamosi.com.ng. I'm just seeing beautiful people tonight. This is also Dr. Morris, and I met her when I first met Professor Wole Soyinka, also through that my mentor, Mrs. Foluke Michael, when we organized an event in 2019 or 2020 or thereabout. She's a very wonderful person. She's also a mentor, and these are things you can get access to using LinkedIn. All right. That being said, I wanted to do a 10-minute video and I ended up doing this for 35 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll do well to see more of your comments, and I'll be so glad to answer all your questions if the need arise. All right, take care of yourself, guy, and good night.